Practice, practice, practice is the only key to clear your cadet pilot selection process. Hi, I'm Captain Deval Soni and fortunate enough to train so many pilots and a co-founder of Golden Epaulettes Aviation. I'm a TEDx speaker as well. So today we'll be doing another group activity session, and I would like to tell you that I do conduct a lot of webinars at least twice every month, specifically on Sundays at 1 p.m. You can also register for the webinar. In this webinar, I talk about various things like career opportunities, like what is the right way to become an airline pilot, what is the process of airline selection process, the conventional CPL versus cadet pilot program, what are the options, flying training abroad or India, the ground classes, and various other things, career opportunities. So you can register for the webinar, you can click and you can go to my personal website as well, devalsoni.com, or you can go to, you can click on or webinar.goldenepaulettes.com and you can register yourself and can attend my webinar. My webinar is a very different kind of webinar in which I do a lot of interaction with the students and get to know their reasons, their challenges, like financial challenges, their communication skill challenges, or maths and physics, or they have a fear, or what if they don't get a job after doing the CPL. I will love to to meet all of you in my webinar. So we can register for it and let's do another group activity. And in this group activity, the aircraft is actually at level 370. It's cruising with autopilot engaged. Suddenly the aircraft starts climbing above the selected altitude and the vertical speed shows a climb, but the autopilot is still on. What is the most likely reason? So let's start the group activity now. Yeah, okay, start the group activity.
Here, I am Harsh. Providing a little bit introduction about the topic. The autopilot disconnect your pulling FL07 and with autopilot indicate the sudden aircraft starts climbing above the selected altitude and the vertical space shows the climb, but the autopilot stay. What do you think? The following likely reasons, and we should discuss all.
Okay, so adding to his point, I like to give out some points that our scenario is very different, and there are mainly three reasons which I am capable of thinking right now. One is the center of gravity is shifted to the backward side of the aircraft, which is creating pitch up movement. Another is, so there is a problem with our elevators, and elevator is stuck on the upper ledge, which is creating pitch up movement. And third is, as it is 37,000 feet, there might be cause of jet stream or TRA turbulence, which is cause of the sudden peak of altitude or petra.
Adding to your point, there might be a silently disengaged of the autopilot servo, so that the aircraft manually going pitch up by due to thing or something else.
Or adding to our point, there will be issue on the malfunction in the autopilot, and I think there will be a servo failure and some issues in the loss of quality of hold.
Also, there might be a incorrect mode selected by the pilot or first officer, which causing this issue.
Also, I believe the pitch trim malfunction and the faulty sensor data could be a cause of concern. So that could be the reason why this issue is coming.
So adding to that point, the uncovered touchdown were less likely to pilot stay engaged, but uncommon the aircraft will climb by losing of the altitude.
Excuse me all, I want to give you my visualization that it can be cause of BSI error. That is then. For BSI gives all the information to ADC, then ADC gives all the information to autopilot. So I think there will be a lag error, maneuver, infuse error, maybe any kind of error in the BSI. So the altimeter could not read correct meaning.
So adding to that, I agree with your point that it's a altimeter failure or ADC failure also.
I'd like to add a point. I believe the auto throttle is malfunctioning, which might lead into thrust increase, right? Maybe the autopilot is working, but the auto throttle malfunction might lead into showing the speed increase in the altimeter.
Adding to the point, I think the servo failure is more a problem with the altitude hold function, which is to increase the aircraft plan.
I do completely agree with your point. Yeah. Like in the favor of a VSI, it might be a barometric instrument error also in that case.
Yeah. So we should communicate with your ATC also.
To overcome this situation, the pilot should disengage the autopilot and then re-engage the autopilot and see and monitor the airspeed, that it's going up or down, or speed is increasing or not.
Yeah, so we should like also we can like if the issue is still coming, then we can probably take permission from the ADC, and then by taking permission from the ADC, in ask them if we can fly manually.
I completely agree with you. So I believe we should inform the ATC on this point. And also by informing, we should also disengage autopilot, as one of our colleagues said, right? And by disengaging, we can inform, and then if possible, we could land to the alternate aerodrome if anything is in the perimeter.
There might be a higher chance of autopilot made more confusion or failure, which is interpreted unintentionally by pilot or for captain.
And also, autopilot is a primary for a unit of an airplane, so we should land at the nearest airport and try not to fly further for our issue.
So I think I incorrect into in the mail level to the client director.
Also, I would like to mention that everybody has come to a conclusion that there is a problem with the error in the BSI or altimeter. But I would also like to mention that there might be a slight chance that aircraft is actually climbing. And if aircraft is actually climbing, it might cause stall or a compressor stall, and which is a very deadly scenario. So pilots should first try to maintain the pitch level and try to maintain the horizontal stability, and then ask the ADC to land.
Yeah, we have 8 minutes remaining. So
Okay. Yeah, so I totally agree with you. So in that case, pilot should kill the data exactly USB on the longitudinal axis. So now we can conclude what's the
Yes, we can conclude on the main reasons why the aircraft is.
Okay, I am adding one more point. It's a updraft may be possible.
also adding one more point. There might be any other device malfunction or deflection which is linked to autopilot, and for that this situation is best. So adding more point is, I think the main reason is to problem with the autopilot whole function also.
yeah, right. So also adding to more points to this, I believe the pilot should disengage the autopilot manually. Or disengage the autopilot, then manually correct the altitude.
Yeah.
So
So can we conclude on points which.
So I think before informing to ATC, we should correct our errors and our manipulate. We should correct, and after we are getting issue, we should inform to it is Jesse. Exactly. We have to maintain ourselves firstly. After that, we will inform to ATC that what's the situation will not. If all it is correct, then and the issue is going on, afterwards we should inform to ATC.
absolutely, and
Yes,
also
question.
we should also go ahead for the checklist procedure.
First, we should checklist, and after checklist, we are getting any issues. Then we should inform to. We should highlight the areas to actually. Yeah.
So, as my teammate mentioned, that we should conclude this topic. So, yeah.
So, what are the main possible reasons which everyone would believe that this might have happened?
It's a ADC failure, or it might be a ultimate instrument.
Instrument fee.
It may be because of RFID bolt. It might be a JASA particle hold.
Elevator problems, center of priority, ECLI.
Or might be a HDIS interpreter, or might be a bit also. And one more point, SAT and one more point, salary disengage of autopilot servo.
Okay, so can we conclude on this? Would be viewers anyone want to add any comments? No. Okay, so we'd like to conclude the topic. So the topic is so the autopilot is working, but the flight is at the level of flight level 370, and the aircraft is climbing, and it shows that a vertical climb is attained. So the possible reasons might be that there is some instrumental error, or there is a gravity shifted, as someone mentioned, the gravity might have shifted to the back of the plane. Also, someone is mentioning that the elevator problem might be arising. Some people also said that we also concluded as a team that turbulence error may be also affecting this problem. And there are some possibilities that we have also come together as a team that incorrect mode might have been selected by the pilot, which is showing that indicating climb on the aircraft device. Also, there might be VSI error and a device malfunction, which might be showing that the aircraft is climbing. So what we have concluded to do after doing all the checklists possible, that we should inform the ATC first, and then disengage autopilot and engage manual aircraft controls. and then do all the checklists possible and land to any alternate aerodrome if it is available in the near perimeter. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so how was it? मजा आया? क्या अच्छा लगा? Sorry.
I felt it was very clumsy because everyone was talking, couldn't give gap to people. So I felt it was not good, like how people would expect it would be. That's what I.
And coordination is very good, sir.
Condition was good.
Topic
in topic tha. Yeah. Okay, fine. But you found out a lot of reasons.
Yes.
Now tell me, what do you think which looks to be the important reasons?
It might be instrument error.
Instrument error. Okay. So what's happening because of this instrument error?
The altitude isn't getting it, and it's showing that it is increasing. So might be a barometer error, might be a auto throttle error, something which might. The autopilot is engaged, but still.
Not an auto throttle. No.
This might be a wing shear kind of drop.
But that windshield would have been very temporarily, it will come. It's gonna be shaky. Sorry.
Is there a possibility where cat can lead into this situation?
No. So the reason was pitot-static system failure. Possible cause. Yeah. So autopilot is receiving incorrect altitude information.
The last valid information. Yeah. Up to, before blockage.
Yes.
Incorrect.
So if the static port is blocked or gives the wrong data, the autopilot may think it's level, while the aircraft is actually climbing. Okay. Instrument failure may also cause faulty altitude hold logic. Okay. So, that's okay. You can have your own logic. It's absolutely fine. So, most important thing is how you came to a conclusion, how you are working as a team. You may have a different justification, different logic. That is fine. All right. So that's where input, Lavanya, you were actually doing a lot of eye contact with me instead of with everyone. So that's one thing. And Manish and Parth, you need to contribute more.
All right, sir.
Okay. I think you wanted to speak, but you were not been able to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So, कैसे करोगे?
So I have raised my hand, but none of them are stopping. So
Yeah.
I think
You have to grab a chance. Okay. But take a chance in a nice way, professional way. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye. Take care. More practice. You'll get your uniform, pilot uniform. Okay. Yeah. So, in the difference between Air India and Indigo Cadet Pilot program is in Indigo it is the age limit is from 18 to 35, whereas in Air India it is from 18 to 30, and Indigo needs 51% in maths, physics and English, and Air India needs 60% in maths, physics and English. And in Indigo it's a group activity, but however as a part of selection process, but in Air India it is like a ELP. You do a conversation with the ELP, an examiner, or in which they will assess your spoken English, your understanding of your English, and various other things. So that is another difference, and we will be happy to train you if you are someone who is looking to get into Cadet Pilot program, or if you're someone looking for a DGC or CPL classes. We work as a team, we work and believe in an overall personality or personal growth of every individual, so that they become some better pilots, safe pilots, and we are on the mission to create a safer skies. Thank you. See you. I'm Captain Deval Soni, trainer and mentor by heart, and TEDx speaker as well. See you in the next video.